And when was the last time you went clothes shopping?
Oh, the bag shop, you know.
Okay.
But I was yesterday. I had to go there because I had to buy a gift for my nephew. You know,
All right.
it's going
What
to be. Go ahead.
no, go for it.
It's going to be his birthday this Saturday, and I have to do something for him.
Nice.
No.
All right. Cool. Um, what'd you get?
Uh, he likes soccer, play soccer, you know, and I had to buy a special ball for him because it's a super power ball.
Okay. A super power ball, like a
Yeah,
super power soccer ball?
not actually. This ball does not broke very. I mean, very fast, you know. I don't know how I can say this, but it's a kind of the ball that you play is a heavy ball, you know.
All right.
Sounds strange,
Um,
but
like a weight ball, almost.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Sounds strange. I'm not sure. Maybe if you can get a picture up somewhere and send it to me. That'd be interesting. But also Mustafa, welcome to class. How's it going?
Welcome, how are you?
I'm doing really well. Well, I'm doing more or less, but I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Nice. Good to hear. And what have you been up to today? What did you do today?
What?
What did you do today? What have you been up to today?
Uh, I played volleyball.
Nice. Did you win?
Yes, we win.
Nice. Yeah, if you lost, I was gonna kick you out of class. Just don't take losers in my class. Um,
No, we win all the match.
all right, cool. That's good. Definitely. All right, and let's get started. Let me talk about journalism again. I don't know how much we're gonna go about this class because we've done it a few times, but we'll just read a couple news stories and then maybe talk about something else. Um, and let's have Mustafa. Can you read the title and the next lines?
Okay. The news. Today we will discuss news related topics, read comics, read and discuss news stories, and practice role plays.
All right, nice. I guess let's have Mustafa. Can you ask Monica the second question?
Okay. What news story are you following now? Monica
Is that the
went.
first question or the second question?
The
Can you ask
first.
her this? Can you ask her the second question?
The second question.
Yeah.
Will newspapers disappear in the future? But Monica went.
Did she
Yes.
leave? Oh
She
no.
left.
Okay. Well, we could have Ksenia. What do you think?
What
Will
new
news?
store?
Yes. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
The first one.
Will newspapers disappear in the future?
I think they did it already. I think a few people read an original paper. I think almost everyone read it online.
Everyone read it?
Yes, now read it online. Yes.
Everyone?
Reads.
Yeah, good. Perfect. Um, and just to be sure, what's it?
It's
No. Like, what is it standing for? What would be the noun?
newspaper. I don't know.
Reads. Yeah, so you could say like newspapers.
Them.
Um, reads them. Yeah, so it could be like the news, would be it, and them would be newspapers. Um, okay, I was just curious. Really good answer. All right, and Ksenia, can you ask Julieta the first question?
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Julieta, what news story are you following now?
Yesterday I read about a new law, and if you have a dog, you have to make a DNA exam to your dog to walk it to the park.
What?
Yeah, because they will have a list of DNA, and so an officer will take the proof of the crime, and they will compare the DNA with the list. And if you don't have the DNA exam, you cannot walk your dog to the park.
Wow.
Yeah, there is a drawbacks of that, but they didn't mention that in the news.
Okay, that's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
Because they have a list of the DNA and they will take proof of the crime and match it to the list. That's hilarious. Ksenia, it sounded like you also wanted to talk about the news story that you're following now. What news story are you following now, Ksenia?
I think I don't follow anything, just dollar VC ruble.
I think I don't follow anything, just what?
Just dollar VC ruble.
Receive?
VC. F
DC?
and S. VC. Versus.
Ah, versus.
Yes.
The
Ruble.
ruble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dollar's pretty decent at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And what about you, Edson? What news story are you following?
I'm following the story about the dollar versus real. Like my economy of my country is getting in trouble, you know.
How did you say it? The real?
Yeah, real. Exactly.
What how do you say it in Portuguese?
Real.
Real.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like one of the stranger things with going to Rio, like the hey. But okay, yeah, and also not the greatest story for you. Ksenia, you made a mistake here.
I don't think. My favorite mistake.
Yeah, my favorite mistake. Good. Mustafa, what about you? What news story are you following?
Story follow? I'm follow?
Yeah, what
No,
story are you following?
No, I didn't follow. I didn't follow story. News
So
story.
you don't know any news stories that are happening right now?
About it's no, can't
Okay.
remember.
What about something vague? Like what in the news do you know about? Do you know about anything that's happening in the news?
I don't follow news.
Okay. All right. I guess that's reasonable. Do you think then that the news should give an opinion?
Yes, should the news should give an opinion and
Okay. Why?
why? Because this is the reason for the newspaper. This is the reason for the newspaper. So we have when we have something, we have a reason for it.
So when we have something, we can, but like, yeah, you can read about a reason for it.
Yeah.
A reason for it. Okay, nice. And maybe Monica, last but not least, are you following any news stories?
I'm following the events that are happening in the Middle East in the latest month, So the uprising, the turmoil, and everything is happening in different
Yeah.
countries around the Mediterranean area.
Yeah, definitely there's a lot happening in that area. All right. Good. And does anybody have any questions here?
No.
Okay. Let's make sentences. Can everybody choose a word and make a sentence in the chat box using the word? So choose a word, any of them, make a sentence with your word in the chat box. Nice, Ksenia. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe if you want to make another one too, feel free, Ksenia, if you want to make more than one sentence. Pretty speedy. Nice, okay. Okay, and Julieta and Mustafa, you guys almost done?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. And let's start with Julieta, can you read Ksenia's sentence?
When I was a child, I used to watch a lot of documentary.
Nice. And does anybody see anything wrong with this sentence?
Documentaries, plural.
Nice. Yeah. Documentaries. Ksenia, can you read your sentence with a correction?
When I was a child, I used to watch a lot of documentaries.
Nice. And when somebody plagiarizes me, I just smile and name him copycat. And call him copycat.
And we have come after child.
Yeah, definitely. Good. And I think that's good. Who should we have? Ksenia, can you read Edson's sentence?
I like to read what columnists say in the newspapers.
Okay. And I think you wanted to say columnist. Does anybody have any suggestions for this?
Huh?
The?
Says, maybe. No?
Well, it depends. So how would the whole sentence read? I heard
Said.
two corrections.
I like to read what columnists says in the newspapers. No?
Said.
What the
There.
columnists.
Yeah. So we could say I like to read what the columnist says in the newspapers. Um, or you could say
Said, we can say said.
no
Mists.
columnists. I like to read what columnists say in the newspapers.
I said like what columnists say in the newspaper.
Okay, yeah, and that'd be good. Can you read that sentence?
I like to read what the columnists say in the newspapers.
Nice. Okay, really well done. Is everybody okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, Edson, can you read the next one?
I sometimes enjoy watching documentaries to get deeper in the news or event happening around the world.
Can you repeat documentaries?
Documentaries.
I enjoy watching documentaries to get deeper. Okay, and does anybody have any comments or suggestions for this one?
Events.
Yeah, events. And we'd also change a preposition a little bit, just add to it.
Should I say sometimes I enjoy?
Yeah, I sometimes enjoy or sometimes I enjoy, both could work. So we need to change a preposition though. And it's just
Add a newspaper. Add the news.
I would say into
And
the
from
news.
into the news.
Yeah, to get deeper into the news or events happening around the world. It just sounds a little bit more natural. Deeper in the news is like you are the news. You're like actually there. Can you read that, Monica?
I sometimes enjoy watching documentaries to get deeper into the news or events happening around the world.
Nice. And Monica, can you read the next sentence?
Documentary news is helpful to know more information about ambiguous idea.
Nice. Good pronunciation. Okay, any ideas here? Suggestions? We would add a verb here.
To get to know.
Yeah, to get to know. So it's a really common mistake. People often say, I knew somebody, I got to know somebody, or I got to know a place. I like to get to know things. So we get to know things, and we also need to make something plural.
Ideas.
Yeah. Good. Documentary news is helpful to get to know more information about it. I might want to say programs. Documentary news programs, and then how do we change is?
Or
Yeah, and that just makes it a little bit like something more general. Documentary news is fine. So documentary news is helpful. That's not a problem. It's not incorrect, Mustafa. I just think it sounds a little bit better with programs. But it's up to you. You don't have to use it. But really nice job. Can you read your sentence?
okay. Documentary news programs are helpful to get to know more information about ambiguous ideas.
Good. Nice job. And Mustafa, can you read the next sentence?
Okay. Okay. During the last breaking news, the anchor couldn't speak because he began to
Can you repeat cough?
cough.
Okay. This is good during the last reading. I would use a past progressive with one of the verbs.
Mhm.
Any ideas?
During the last We can past progressive or present perfect.
The past
Past perfect.
progressive.
Past,
I would change one of these to the past perfect.
past perfect.
And it's kind of actually removing a verb and then changing the other verb from the infinitive to the past perfect. Or past
That's what I mean.
progressive. Past progressive. I'm so sorry. Did I say past perfect? I didn't mean it.
That's okay. The anchor. He was beginning to cough.
I would just say he was coughing.
Coughing.
The anchor couldn't speak because he was coughing.
Coughing.
During the last breaking news, the anchor couldn't speak because he began to cough. Is fine. It's just like, why was it because he began to cough? I think just was coughing is a little bit clearer. If that makes sense. They're not grammatically incorrect at all, either sentence. But Giulietta, can you read that?
During the last breaking news, the anchor couldn't speak because he was coughing.
Good. Any questions here, guys? Okay. Nope. Okay, and let's do a little bit of reading. I think we're with Edson. Can you read the title and the next part?
The story. Yesterday, U.S. stock market had a moment. What do you mean? Stocks took a nosedive when investors saw oil prices falling and hit the panic button. By the end of the day, the markets were kinda sorta looking better. But this was the latest in a string of days that are giving the US economy some serious whiplash.
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 Let's look at button.
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 Yeah. Button. And then actually nosedive. Nosedive.
Nosedive.
Good. The latest.
Latest.
And whiplash.
Whiplash.
Good. Okay. And does anybody have any questions here?
I have a question about nosedive. What does it mean in this? Is just a top or the opposite?
Okay, so it's like, imagine you've got a plane. It's going to be a pretty bad plane. It's got a really big tail. So a nosedive is, this is the nose of the plane. And so if the nose of the plane is diving, you're going to go straight down. Make sense?
Yes, it's some kind of truk. No, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's like dropping heavily. Okay, so like going straight down. Any other questions? All right, and Giulietta, can you read the next part? Ksenia, can you read the next part?
Yes. Why is there whiplash? Oil for more than a year, global oil prices have been tanking. That's because there is much more supply these days than demand. The US has been passing more oil and gas at home, and OPEC, a firm of oil producing countries, refuses to stop pumping oil into the market. Meanwhile, the US and France just lifted sanctions on Iran. So now the country can start adding supply to the market too.
Yeah, nice. A FAM is like just a family, a fam of
Oh,
oil producing countries. Um, any questions here? Does anybody understand this joke? Okay, so passing gas is it's like a euphemism for farting. That makes sense. We're losing everybody. And
What is
Monica, can you? A
euphemism?
euphemism
Euphemism
is
mean?
like a nice way of saying something.
Nice to
So
say something.
you is good. But yeah, euphemism is a nice way of saying
Saying
something
something.
bad.
Yeah. Farting? What does mean
Sorry?
farting? Farting.
Farting, it's like passing gas. So
Passing gas.
again, passing gas is like that would be like a fart. That's a fart noise. So does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Um, so by just saying passing more oil and gas, it's like they're producing more oil and gas, and the only reason they used passing was because it sounded kind of funny. Um, and that was it. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. And let's have Monica. Can you read the next part?
Okay, is that all? Nope. In China's economy has been hangover for months. The government has been trying some at-home remedies, but so far no dice. Now everybody's wondering what kind of ripple effect it could have on global market.
You read the next one too.
The scheme: oil prices hit a 13-year low yesterday, and they might have a long way to go before they hit bottom, which could lead to a lot more days that have investors reaching for the tools.
The Tums. Does anybody know what a Tum is?
No?
Yep.
Um, so these are Tums. They're like little medical tablets that help make your stomach feel better. Um, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does
All right.
mean government? No, it's not this. Hangover.
Okay. How would we change this? This needs to be changed. The question. How would
What
you reorder the question?
what does hangover mean?
Nice. Who knows what hangover means?
like when you have very funny evening with a lot of alcohol and very bad morning
Very.
with consequences of that.
Huh. And a very bad morning as a consequence. Um, yeah, so a hangover is when you've drank too much alcohol. You drink so much alcohol that your brain becomes like desiccated, and so it's really dry and it hurts, and you have a headache and you feel unpleasant. Um, yeah, it's a hangover. Uh, any other questions?
Nope.
Okay. So, yeah, basically just stock market news. Um, also, this next one's kind of cool. Um, Mustafa, can you read the
What to
first
say?
part of this one?
Please select it. Yes, okay. From what to say?
Yeah, what to say until thing.
Yes, okay. What to say when you find out 2015 was the hottest year on record? It's hot in here. but is it hot out there? Yesterday, researchers said they're pretty sure there is a ninth planet in the solar system. Reminder, Pluto used to be the ninth planet, but the tribe spoke and it got voted of the island. This potential news planet is being called, wait for it, Planet 9. Researchers were tipped off to its possible existence when they noticed a group of objects all orbiting around the same thing.
Nice. All orbiting.
Orbiting.
Yeah, orbiting. Researchers were tipped off.
Tipped off.
Tipped.
Tipped off.
And then Planet 9.
Planet 9?
Yeah, Planet 9. Voted off the island.
Voted off.
Voted off.
Voted off. Off.
Off.
Voted off. Off. Voted off.
Pluto.
Pluto. Pluto.
Pluto.
Pluto.
Pluto.
Pluto.
Pluto. Good.
Pluto. Pluto.
Nice. All right. And I think we're good. Does anybody have any questions here? No questions. Got a yawn though. So let's have Julieta. Can you read this? Just the last part of this one. Julieta. Khalid, are you there? Welcome to class.
Hi,
Hey, how's it going?
good. And you?
Nice. Doing well. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you. All right, Julieta, are you there?
Mm,
All right. No worries. Khalid, can you read the rest of this part here?
okay. And they are pretty confident that thing is the planet 9. According to the research, they think it's about 10 times bigger than Earth and lives way. Can you read this
We
word?
passed Neptune.
Neptune and why past Uranus or
Uranus.
Uranus? Sorry, had to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna explain that joke. But so they found maybe a new planet. They're pretty confident that it is a planet. Yeah.
Can you help
And
me?
it's a,
My brother want to see.
okay.
Hi.
No worries. And so yeah, I think we're good. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay. Welcome back, Julieta. How's it going? Maybe not yet. All right, Khalid, can you read the next part here too? Khalid? I don't know if anybody can hear me. Can anybody hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
All right. Julieta, are you there? Nope, still no. All right, Ksenia, can you read this part?
What to say when you feel a tickle in your throat? Sick day? Thousands of public school students in Detroit were home yesterday after teachers in a district had another sick out, which is kinda like a bunch of teachers coordinating a sick day. The teachers are hoping to draw attention to awful building conditions, think rats and mold, and lack of funding.
Nice. Really good pronunciation. And any questions here? All right. And Monica, can you read the last part?
Reminder: Detroit exited bankruptcy more than a year ago, but it's not exactly rolling in the cash. Some teachers timed yesterday's sick out with President Obama's visit to the city. Surprise, Detroit wasn't so happy about it. Yesterday, the district filed a lawsuit against the teachers' union and a few dozen teachers. No word on when a judge will rule on the sick-out, so for now the Let's Call in Sick Teacher group text could continue.
Good. Let's look at lawsuit.
Lawsuit.
Exited.
Exited.
Good. And questions here. All right. So I guess it's pretty basic. Yeah. And so no questions. We could maybe look for a role play. Let's try news. And I guess Juliet, are you there? Again? Still got nothing from you. Mustafa, can you think of a character for a role play? Can you think of a character for a role play?
We can say police officer.
Police officer? Okay.
And witness.
Okay. A police officer and a witness. And so yeah, this could be news. What did the witness witness, Ksenia?
Mm-hmm.
Suspend. Well, I can.
I'm sorry? Me?
Yeah, I was thinking you, Ksenia.
Okay. So the witness saw himself in the news, and he saw that the police officer, I don't know how to say, when someone is talking and the other person in the back just do it like a mime. How to say? Mime him?
So when you're talking and there's another person in the
And
back, they're like,
does the same but in a
oh,
funny way. Mime?
mimicking.
Mimicking.
Or mime.
The police officer miming or mimicking him. Me. Yes? Him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he offended by it, and
He was offended.
He was, oh my God, he was offended by it, and he was to talk about it with this police officer.
Nice. And maybe he went to talk about it.
He wants to talk about it, this police officer.
Nice. Okay. That's hilarious. And let's start out with Mustafa. If you're the police officer, or I guess if you're the witness, how would you approach the police officer?
What again?
How would you approach the police officer? So you were just on the news and you saw the police officer mimicking you. So doing the same thing that you were doing, but kind of making fun of you.
the police officer doesn't wear the uniform, and he was standing uh, beside the man who saw the accident.
Um,
Or
okay, I
yes,
mean, that's good in that like you're still kind of hmm, describing the role play. It's just
describe the role play.
So, can you read what Ksenia just said? Can you just read this part?
Witness himself on the news, and he saw that the police officers miming, or officer was mimicking him, and he was offended by it, and he went to talk about it with the police officer. The police officer was standing in the beside the hotel.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, so we don't need to really talk about the police officer's role. We're talking about how they're going to interact. Um, so maybe we'll start. Monica, if you were this witness, how would you approach the police officer?
Excuse me, officer. Um, I saw you on the news, and it seems to me that you were making fun of me.
Nice. Really well done. And just another attempt. Juliet, are you there? Okay. Um, all right. And Ksenia, how would you respond to the police officer?
Mm. Oh yes, I'm sorry. But oh yes, I'm sorry. But you were so funny. You were so emotional. I couldn't stop myself.
Nice. And Mustafa, how would you respond?
Yes, I'm sorry, but yes, if this is my way when I do something, and I don't like anyone to and I don't like to anyone to laugh at me. Yes, that's it.
Nice. That was really good. Nice answer. And Monica, how would you respond?
Yes, I'm sorry. Maybe I was impolite, but it was just a moment.
Nice. Ksenia?
It's easy just to say, but you know it was on their news, so my family, my friends saw it. So I want revenge.
Okay. And uh, Mustafa, how would you respond?
Yes. I
Maybe like,
can yes I can tell them that we just joking with each other, and not ju- just joking with each other. Yes.
what else do we need? The past progressive.
It was a funny situation.
So we need to make this verb to joke into the
Well,
past
yes,
progressive.
we
Yeah.
just were joking. We
Yeah,
were,
you can say we were just joking or we just were joking.
yes,
I think it does sound a little bit better to say we were just joking with each
we're
other.
just,
But nice.
yeah,
Good job.
just kidding.
And Monica, how would you respond?
I don't think you can get away with it. I want you. Uh, mm, I want you uh, to. Uh, I don't know how to say. To make amends.
Make amends.
Amends.
Okay. Ksenia?
Come on, buddy. It's just silly. Maybe I can take you with me to the crime scene and I can let you to hold my gun and maybe strike.
And let
No,
you
strike. Let hold my gun and how shot and shot. Maybe.
shoot it?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. And Mustafa?
Okay, thanks uh, for this word. And would you like to have something with each other? Would you like to drink something?
Would you like to have a drink?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for this word. Thanks. We would probably just say thanks.
Thanks.
And would you like to have a drink? All right, Monica?
Okay, let's have it.
Okay, good. I think that's probably about the end of the roleplay. Does anybody have any questions?
Okay.
All right, nice.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, that was a good roleplay. You guys did a nice job. Let's see if we could get maybe let me read this and let's have Ksenia. Can you read the comic?
These ludicrous conspiracy theories are just a smokescreen to hide their incredible truth.
Ludicrous
Ludicrous.
conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories.
Good. So why is it funny?
Because everyone thinks that conspiracy theories is just something, but not true. But in real, it's true.
Okay. It's actually kind of the opposite.
No?
So he's like creating a conspiracy theory that conspiracy theories are
What is true
just
conspiracy?
smoke machines. He's like making an even more elaborate conspiracy theory. Like the incredible truth is hidden behind the conspiracy theories, which is just a
It's
smoke.
just yes, it's just a small part of the biggest truth. Yes?
Yeah, yeah. So which is in itself another conspiracy theory. Um, yeah, and that's all. So it's just kind of like a little funny comment on conspiracy theories. We are out of time. I have to go. Thank you for coming in. Really good to see you guys all again.
Nice to see
Got
you.
another. Yeah, and
Bye
thanks
bye.
again. Bye.